What's going on, everybody? Mediocre Magic Man back at it again. We are finally going to get a chance to draft some Core Set 2020. Uh, had a pretty successful pre-release weekend. Played in 3 separate events. Came in first on Friday. Not so well on Saturday. Came in 10th. And then on Sunday I came in 3rd. So I'll take that. I will also take this Agent of Treachery. It's a little slow, but it's so powerful. Just take control of any of their permanents, so you could take a Planeswalker if they've got something. Otherwise, you just take their best creature. It's a whole lot going on. And even if they kill this, you get to keep it. That's a little different than most control change effects as they've been printed now. I don't even think the rest of these cards are close. Yeah, no, there's nothing anywhere near as powerful. So, we'll take that, see how well it does for us. Howling Giant is powerful. It's also another 7-drop. Anticipate is fine, but I don't really want to take that this early. It's just medium filler. It is weird that there's no blue in this pack except for that. This is only pick 2. The bot took a rare, so not quite sure what's going on here. So it's either Howling Giant or Chandra's Outrage. I guess Ember Hauler is pretty good too, but at double red for a 2-drop, that's just very cost intensive, and it's not that powerful. This I would be happy, this I need to be red as my primary color. I'm dissatisfied with it. With Chandra's Outrage, if I'm playing any color combination where red is one of them, even if it's not the primary color that I'm playing, I'm still satisfied having Chandra's Outrage. So I think that's what I'm going to go with here over Howling Giant. Just because it's another 7-drop, and I'd like to be able to play the Agent of Treachery, which means we don't want too many 7-drops. Ugh, Rabid Bite's real good, though. Maybe I should have. Oh, but another Outrage. I think I like it over this thing. Because this is good if you're in Elementals and have Elemental Synergy, but we don't at the moment, and I don't want to take it before I have the Elemental thing going. So I'm going to take Chandra's Outrage again. Bone to Ash is a nice card, but it's also the only blue card, and we are now 4 picks in, which is concerning. We might have to abandon the Agent. I think I'm going to take Diamond Knight here. It's colorless, so it'll go into any deck, leaves this open, and it's just real powerful. I mean, a 3-mana 1/1 with Vigilance, not that great. You play a spell, if you put a counter on it, it's 3-mana 2/2. You're not doing too bad. And then suddenly once you get to that second spell trigger and you got a 3/3 for 3 with Vigilance, then you're real satisfied. And it's not really hard to play this and have 2 spells of the same color in your hand. This card is strong if you're an aggressive player. The pro white is kind of relevant, but not really what I'm thrilled about. But I think I either just want Shock or Reduce to Ashes. Given that we've already got 2 Chandra's Outrage that does 4, I think I'm going to take Shock for the early interaction. Octoprofit. So maybe blue is open. I think I like Octoprofit here over anything else. Yeah, I think maybe God's Willing might be stronger in the right deck, but I'm not looking to dip into white right now. There's a distinct lack of the colors that we have chosen here. Reveal the top 4. How many goblins are in this set? I don't actually know. But I like it over Frilled Sea Serpent. And These are powerful green cards, but I'm not taking them. They're not powerful enough to push me into green. Ooh, I like Chandra's Spitfire. That seems pretty good. We got main phase Chandra's Outrage, deal 2 to you. Suddenly Spitfire is online, swing for 4. I'm satisfied with that. Hey, that Anticipate came back, so we might be the only blue player. Oh, maybe that wasn't the same Anticipate. Either way, I don't really like this Flying First Strike. It's just too expensive. I think I'd rather have an Airstrike for the sideboard than a second Anticipate in the main deck. Ooh, Sprite. The Bone to Ash came back. Oh yes, we get to play this Agent of Treachery. I don't really want 2 of them, but I also don't really want a Frilled Sea Serpent. So okay. Aspiring Captain. Dude, this is playable. I don't know if this is good though. Straight into the sideboard with you. Well, that's a powerful green card, but we're not taking it. How many flyers do we have? We got 1 so far. I think I just want the Winged Words. Worst case scenario, it's Divination, which is just fine. And we've already got 3 burn spells, so I don't really need Reduce to Ashes at the moment. Rather get some late game push. Ripscale Predator is okay. I mean, it's worth 6 mana, but I think I'd just rather take a second Metropolis Sprite here. Oh, I should have took an Ember Hauler. I saw it right at the last second. Missed it. Maybe it'll come back. But in the meantime, we're going to take Air Elemental. That's a strong Elemental. Let's see, what are these red cards down here? Destructive Digger can be nice. Helps make the wand a little better, because then we can actually sacrifice the wand to deal 5 damage and push through. But I think I just want another Diamond Knight. Based on how our cards look over here, blue was just real thin in pack 1, so we could end up primarily blue with just a bit of red. But it's still early. We're 5 picks into pack 2. We still got over half the picks left. How many creatures do we have so far? 2 sprites, Spitfire, Octoprophet, Elemental. And it's a goblin, so you can get it off a Ringleader. But it's just not very good. Well, we got flyers, so it could come through the air. I guess I'll take it. I'm not thrilled about it. Ooh, buddy, I like this. I like it over this one. I don't think Pro Red is all that important, and there's not a whole lot that's targeting players in this set. So I think I'd just rather a second Spitfire. Ooh, this is a tough pack. I like Uncaged Fury, wins games out of nowhere. Frostlinks is also just a real nice tempo play. Or Cerulean Drake, just because flyers are good. We've already got enough flyers. I think I'm going to go with Uncaged Fury. I really think that that could push through for a lot of damage. You know, play that after Air Elemental. They don't have any blocks for the flyers. Suddenly you're hitting them for 10 in the air. It's not bad. I have been unimpressed with Convolute, so I will take Reduce to Ashes. Reduce it to Ashes. Oh, buddy, there's another one. Yeah, I think I do want another one over the Berserker. I will not take a third one over another Berserker, though. Time to get some creatures at this point. Which is why I will take Ripscale Predator here. Don't need a third Airstrike, so we'll take a second Predator. Don't need a third Predator, so we'll take Maniacal Rage. I like Anticipate over Rage here. Neither of those are great. I think this one's a hair better. I'm going to put that straight into the sideboard because I hate it. Marauding Raptor. what does this do? I haven't actually seen this played yet. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. If the dinosaur is dealt this way, Marauding Raptor gets +2/+0. How many of our things does that just kill? Let's switch view here. Kills 1, 2, not that one, 3, 4. Yeah, it kills way too many of our creatures to be worth it here. So let's continue to look down here. Spectral Sailor is pretty strong. That's what I'm looking at right now. Just drawing cards for just to have a mana sink is fantastic. You can never go wrong with a mana sink in limited, and drawing cards is one of the best mana sinks you can have. So I'd like it over Warden here, but it's pretty close. So we got enough burn spells. But there are things, so our burn spells top out at 5. And there are creatures with 6 toughness in the format. So I'm going to take Sleep Paralysis, but I think I'm going to put it into the sideboard because we really just want to burn them out. We don't want to do that as much. Oh! So we are getting rewarded for sticking to the blue here, as clearly no one else is playing it. I will take another Bone to Ash. Yeah, I like Bone to Ash over Negate. Limited's filled with creatures, so we'd rather have a creature counter than a non-creature. Yeah, we're just going to play Mono Flyers. That's the plan. This is the point where I'll take another Negate, though. I take Bone to Ash over Negate most of the time. Actually, I would probably take, if they were in the same pack, I'd probably take Negate at this point. We don't need 3 Bone to Ashes, but I definitely would like 2 Bone to Ash over 1 Negate. Over 1 of 1. 1 and 1. I talk good. But I guess let's probably cut it. I'm going to put it straight into the sideboard. How many Diamond Knights are in this pod? I'm going to take it again. This came back? This came back? Alright, well, I think it's looking pretty good here. I'll take this for the sideboard against X1s. I guess I'll have a playset of Diamond Knights. Alright, this is a little ridiculous. Befuddle. Befuddle boot. Alright, let's switch it up to make our cuts here. I don't like Fire Elemental. I don't like 2 Ripscale Predators. I don't like Ringleader. Don't like Bird Grabber. Don't like Maniacal Rage. Nope. 9 more cuts to make. I don't like that. How many creatures are we looking at now? 16? So we're still good on creatures, so I can still cut some if I want to. Think I'm going to go ahead and cut the wand. We got enough burn spells. I don't think 1 is enough to be worth it. So, this is 47 cards. I'm going to go down to 1 negate. Oh, Befuddle. Missed that. That's got to go. So what are still the bad cards that I just don't want any of at all? I like that, like that, like that. Is 4 of these too much? I don't know. It's a little slow. But if I play it on 3 and untap, leave a Bone to Ash, that's not bad. I'm going to go down to 1 Anticipate. I'm actually just going to go ahead and cut the Predator. I don't think we need that. Makes the Agent of Treachery kind of weird because we skip over 6 to 7, but I'm still okay with it. We got 2 Outrages and 2 Reduced to Ash, but I don't want to cut Removal. I'm going to cut Fury. I don't think we need it. So 2 cuts left to make. Yeah, I'm going to put negate to sideboard and bring it in if I need to. One more cut. I think it might just be the other anticipate. No, I'm going to go down. It's 3 Diamond Knights. 4 Diamond Knights is too many, because if we draw more Diamond Knights, they don't trigger each other, and it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm just going to cut down and only run 3 of those. Let's do it. Play! Ooh-wee. My opponent gets to choose. That's fair. We're on the draw. I gotta shift that back. This one's better because the spells match the color. So I'm gonna keep this and actually ship the Bone to Ash, I guess. Yeah. This is a mono red deck apparently. Who knew? Not I. Blue and red. Alright. Play that. Send it on over. Playing against a private sad boy. No information for you. I will take 2 here. Interesting. That's a pretty spicy 1-2 there. I'm glad this is an instant so we can hit them with it after they try and do stuff. So that's powerful. I'm going to take another big hit here, so I'm not going to block it. That would be silly. Are they just going to kill it? They're just reading the ability, trying to figure out what it does. The set is new. Not everybody knows the cards yet. No blocks, because I'll just pump and I will get eaten. Yep. Only 3. Okay. Interesting. Oops. Did they mean to do something different? No attacks. Now if I block, they'll pump most likely to try and kill it, at which point I will cast the Outrage and hope they don't have counterspell. That's not bad. So now I don't get to win on the pump. So instead, I think I want to Outrage, kill this Elemental, and then I'll just reduce to ashes on my turn. Or I just want to play this Diamond Knight and try and get the value. Now, because this thing's going to smack me for 4, and that's just entirely too many. Tragic, we couldn't get the most value out of that by doing it in reverse order and getting the trigger on our turn to swing for 4. But, you know, you do what you do. So at this point, we've played a lot of our red spells, so I'm going to play this and name blue. Oh, it's going to counter. They're going to counter. Convolute. That will resolve. Next to combat, next to attackers. Get in for 1. I'll flash this in end of turn. Remember that it's got flash. I have forgotten a lot, just slammed it down. That's not optimal. Okay, that's... Whenever it attacks, create an attacking soldier. It's not bad. Got another convolute? Nope. Sure don't. Now I'm going to play this. Now I got effective double blocks against that. So we'll just pass and I'll draw a card. Yeah, you anticipate. So they are playing a 3-color deck, which seems not optimal to me. Pretty sure this is a 2-color format, unless you get, I mean, maybe they've got the legendary thing. That would be a reason. You have to open one of the 3-color cards, I think, to play 3 colors. Otherwise, you're probably making a mistake. Yep, that happens. Pass to blockers. Block here. Block here. They got something to remove the Spitfire, and I just pump this. That seems really bad for them, but that's, I don't care. So what pro blue? So I can't pump this. Yeah, that makes sense, because if they get a pro red, I just pump this and it dies. Man, that was really aggressive. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, that's a little better, but still, it's you 2 for 1. You use God's Willing and Shock. You should have shocked this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and name blue again. Or, like I was going to try and do last time. Even though I've only got a red spell in my hand, my deck hedges heavily toward blue at this point. So, I want to build towards that. I don't want to get 1 counter on it. I want to get 3 counters on it. Wow, they are playing a lot of this really bad card. Sure, yep. That's fine, I'll take 4. Boop, boop, boop. Acceptable. See, that's the kind of thing we've been waiting for. Throw that down. I think we're pretty well and good stabilized here. That's less stable. So let's see. If I jump there, eat one of those, block there, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and that would be 6, 7, 8. So Yeah, let's do it like that. Down to 3, which is a wee bit low. Perfect. That was the best draw I could have hoped for. So now we can take this thing down. And now we've got effective blocks for that. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off now in case we draw a blue spell to play or a land. And we're done here. Attacks, end of the turn. So that Act of Treason was brutal, but it was just a one-shot effect. So unless they drew something spicy, that's really spicy. Alright. Draw 3 cards, then put 2 down. Brainstorm. How about another one of my Reduced to Ashes? End of combat. So let's see, 5, 9 mana available. So this is 5, which leaves 4. Perfect. We're going to need blue again. We're going to drop this thing down. And turn on up. So they couldn't have had anything, like, the 2 cards they're drawing have to be bad if they chose to keep Sweetwater Cliffs. Yep, that's what I thought you would do. So then, I think I want to 4... No, not that. I'm going to use the 4 on that. And that. They don't get to kill either of them. I'll chump here, and then I got effective blockers next turn to just eat the, well, I'll have to trade the air elemental for... Oh, crap, I forgot to block this with one of the knights. Ah, that's so annoying. Now they're just gonna shock me. No shock, okay. Yeah, this is satisfactory. We will keep that thing frosted. Next to combat, next to attackers. I will send that, and Dungeon Geist gets to stay back, so I will send them all in. I got 3 blockers for their 3/1/1s. So now they get the second card that they, or the last card that they saw off of the Brainstorm here. Oh, so one of them was Anticipate, but I guess they held on to it so they could dig deeper. Which isn't the worst. That's nearly the worst. As to attackers. As to the end of combat. I would like to draw a card before my turn begins. Come on. May not get match timers for you. I guess not. Yeah, if you got a kill spell, you want to kill Dungeon Geist so you get your Cavalier back, but... Oh, it's got to be tapped. Crucial. Alright, well, let's draw more cards. I like cards. Put them into my hand. Forgot to play a land last turn, but I don't care. Next to combat, next to attackers. They got no cards in hand, so jam. Yep, block that, take 4. Feeling pretty good about it. GG. Whew! That was a close one. Alright. So they're kind of running a counter style deck, but I don't think I want to bring in Negate because most of their non-creature spells were counter spells, and it's not really like I'm trying to make my things cost that much more. Do I bring in Sleep Paralysis over the one of these other burn spells because it so effectively deals with the Cavalier? That one I do think I will do. I will bring that in over... I'll bring that in over an Outrage just to leave the curve balanced. Waiting on my opponent. What will they do? Oh, it is a mystery. Alright. Yeah, this is fine. Ooh, nice. Remember that it's got flash. The end of combat. Flash this in before my turn. I could shock that, but it's not really the best target. So I'm just gonna leave it be for now. Again. I guess I should have seen that coming and left the shock up. They did that twice last game. No blocks. Pump, hit me for 4. No? Interesting. Now they wanted to cast a thing. Alright, I'm gonna leave up this turn, see if I can get the shock going on this thing. See, if I block, they don't have to do anything. But... so if I double block and they pump once, then it goes up to being a 3/4. It takes 1, 2, 3 damage, and then I shock it, but it's a 3 for 2. My sprite and these two things, their sprite and their enchantment for these two creatures. No, pump it. I should have played the thing. I should have anticipated how this would go ahead of time and realized it was not a good solution. Well, this is working out perfectly. Convolute. My opponent is working really hard to win with several very bad spells. Okay, now we'll bring in Negate. This is a reason to bring in Negate. So that'll happen next game, if there is one. Yeah, no blocks. Let's get to eat it if I do. Alright, well, if I draw a land and I can jam the air elemental next turn, that would be nice. They've just loaded their hand up with pure gasoline, which is not so good. Yeah, no blocks. Just wonderful deck. Thanks. I appreciate that. 3 lands. All from the opening hand. So we're going to bring in the negates, like I said. What are we cutting for them? I'm going to cut one of these and one of those. And do it like that. I will play first this time. Yeah, I'll keep this. All it needs is one land, and it's absolutely amazing. With combat, my turn. All attack. Oh, nothing? They got no 2-drop? That's pretty good. Go ahead and get the swing in first, so if they've got a thing, I just want them to pop it off now. Alright. What do you got for 2 blue? This is going to get out of hand fast. I like it. That's a good one. Yeah, I just play this, put a counter on the knight. No attacks. Acceptable. God, they're playing a Cavalier in a 3-color deck. That's so greedy. No blocks. I'm actually really afraid of what they might play now that they've got this going, so I'm going to leave it be and just swing out here. And leave up the Bone to Ash, because as this sits as a race, we'll win. That sucks. So we're not winning the race anymore, and now this Diamond Knight gets to die prematurely. I guess we are still winning. We're hitting for 3 and they're hitting for 2. Five mana. Try and play your own air elemental. That would be great. You're gonna shock that. I'll go ahead and draw a card off of it. I think if they had a better creature than this to play, they would have played it last turn, and anything else I was concerned about the red putting something powerful online. And since that is no longer the situation here, happy to just run that thing out. Yes, perfect. Now I can play the Spitfire and leave up a land. Spitfire blocks this effectively, or leave up Bone to Ash. This is sweet. End the turn. So if they try and go blue Cavalier, I'm obsessed. Oh, I didn't. I meant to block there. Oh well. Acceptable. Sure. I'm playing sloppy here. They seem to be stuck with whatever they've got, unable to cast it. Or they just keep leaving up to get me. That's what I've been trying to hit this whole time. Alright. Now it's feeling good. Again, we're going to name blue. Next to combat, next to attackers. Swing, swing. Declare 2. Pump. Send it on over. Come on. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Ooh, how greedy am I feeling to try and... I can't do that. I gotta reduce to ashes this thing so that I can make for effective swings once more. So, away this'll go. Uh-oh. Convolute, negate. God's willing. Alright. I guess I'm done. No attacks. End of the turn. Alright, let's make him have it. See, if I make them use their trick here, then when I cast the air elemental, things will be locked down because they'll be out of stuff to do. Pump. Gross. Alright. Well, I did not anticipate a pump spell from them. So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have enough to play this, name blue, play air elemental. This could be worse. We are relatively far behind here, though, so we do need to draw something good. Agent of Treachery would be great. Take control of that eagle. Okay, taking 5 here. We just got a trick that it's lethal. That's a devastating one, too. Well, that did not go so well. Alright then. I cannot believe I just lost to Glaring Aegis. A deck that's playing 2 of them. But I guess that's the way it goes when you draw 9 of your lands. I'll play first. I'll keep this hand. Hold it. But everybody's playing these fairy miscreants. Am I missing something? They're just awful, right? I don't understand what's happening here. Okay. Let's go ahead and play that one first. Don't matter much. No attacks. So these hold back the miscreants if they want to, you know, send the miscreants into their doom to hit once with Pegasus. I'm fine with that. Alright, well, show me the moment of heroism. We're done here. They got to a 3rd land. Yep. So they're just mono flyers on it. So that seemed to be the message. Is that the memo that went out? I just missed it. Is to play only flyers. I don't want to use my removal spell yet. Especially I don't want to use them on any of these things. No attacks. Okay. I'll trade 3-drop for 2-drop here. That does seem to be what's happening. It's just the flyers. So I'll leave up Outrage, Instant Speed if I need to. Hopefully draw... We either draw a land or something to play, so that'll be nice. Yeah, I don't see any reason to kill these things now. Right, this is 5 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna, just because they're running out of cards, and I'm getting low on life. Yeah, mono flyers. That is what our opponent has. Um... 2, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 damage. I'm going to play this. I'm actually just going to do this and draw the card now so I can play a land if I get it. That's not a land. Plus, they were tapped out, which is another good reason. We need our Chandra's Spitfires. Those will put this game into a lockdown. Could I please get a land? Alright. So that's plenty lethal in the air. So I just gotta reduce this thing to ashes. Because if I get to 7, I'm gonna want to take the Sentinel off of the Agent of Treachery. No attacks. I think I'm gonna have to block this to trade off a Pegasus. Most tragically. Alright. It's really frustrating that I keep losing to just bad cards. Ah, great. So I play Agent, take Griffin, and take 3 in the air. Absolutely awful. Mono Flyers. I'm going to bring in more removal for Diamond Knight, which does nothing. Yep, alright. As risky as it is, I'm going to keep this. And with doing so, probably just end this draft, but whatever. Combat. My turn. Sweet. So now no matter what, I'll be able to cast Divination next turn. This off to kill that. Oh, perfect. I like that better than whatever I was going to do. Sure. This is only a sorcery, though. I'm just going to leave it go and leave up this Bone Dash, which is probably super well telegraphed, but... that's the damage. God, their whole deck is just little dirt bags. Yeah, I'm gonna do this because I'd rather use the proactive spell now than leave up the outrage. How greedy do I feel? Do I think that I will get an island off of draw 2? I think the odds are high enough of me getting a land, so if I don't hit anything, if I don't hit an island, I should at least get a mountain and be able to cast this Diamond Knight. Sweet! Right, and so then play this, tap down the Seer, which will put Pegasus stranded, and I can attack. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this and name red and then play the Spitfire so that next turn I can be set up for a pretty powerful swing. No attacks here, because now if they want to send in the Pegasus, they have to send in the Sentinel, and the Sentinel and the Geist just bounce off each other. Actually, I'd probably block with the Spitfire. Not they don't bounce off. This would just eat the Sentinel, but they showed tricks last game, so I'm not trying to fall for that. So, what do I kill? I don't think they're ever going to get up, so this is just a 2-2. And if I kill that, this would be 3 toughness, I would get to eat 2 of their things if they wanted to try and block. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Kill that thing. Trigger, get counter on that. That thing gets bigger. Swing with that one and that one. So if they want to block, I get to eat Pegasus. Oh, they can block with both Pegasuses. I didn't think that through. That's fine. Oh, give me a land so that I can treachery that. It'll get there. This will find them. So I don't need 2 more lands. I've got enough blue, so I'm going to leave the mountain on top. Send the rest away. Not getting in here. So the turn is yours. No blocks. I will take 3. Perfect. Now they can't have God's Willing, which would be the sadness. I still got effective blocks, so nothing's happening right now. Let's see, was that this game? No, it was last game that our Spectral Sailor died. So if I sleep paralysis this Dawning Angel, then their Boreal Elemental can't be killed unless they use a trick. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Next to combat, send that one in. That was it. Illegal attacks. Try again. What? I mean, they conceded, so it didn't matter, but what went wrong there? Anybody got any idea? Because I'm a little confused. Whatever, though. Yeah, just leave it. It worked. The sideboarding was effective. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Turn 2 winged words. That's the spice. Send it back. Send it back. Send the turn back over to you. Mm-hmm. No attacks. I will trade this off for something. They're dumping out, they're playing 1-drops and just trying to dump their hands so fast. I think I just want to put an end to it if I can. We need to survive to the late game for that draw effect to be good. Play that, play this, and then blue. Okay, I'll take 6. Player no attackers, end the turn. So now we can Bone to Ash if we need to, or Outrage, depending upon what the situation calls for. This is 6 again, gonna put me to 5. So 5, end of turn, kill the thing. They've got 3 worth of power. On my turn, I play Air Elemental and am stabilized. Now, if I take it, they play something I have to counter. I still play Air Elemental. Air Elemental blocks that. I take 3, go to 2. Yeah, so we're gonna let this go through. Forgot about that, so go to 1 eventually. Oh, but that... Alright, well, at least I get to kill this. This actually helps a lot. The fact that I get to do this here instead of having to use the Bone to Ash. Now I'm just dead to a removal spell. Is there any way around that? If I kill their sprite first, then they swing and hit me for 2. Either way, I'm still dead to just a removal spell. So yeah, I just gotta play this Air Elemental and pray. Don't give the premature good games. That's rude. Obviously I'll attack. Oh, so maybe that wasn't a premature. Maybe they just feel like the game is over now that I've resolved that. But maybe not. Don't say GG until the game is dead on board. You say GG after you cast the pacifism, not when you have the thing. It's just fucking rude and just generally a shitty way to play. So don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't be an asshole. Alrighty then. Well, we got 1 pack. Whoop-de-doo. Thanks for joining, everybody. If you liked the video, remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.